Hey, so I'm about to do a reading on Beyonce. I don't know. I feel like this reading is going to be quite interesting. Um, you know, Beyonce been on my radar for a while, but all right. Yeah, so she been on my radar for a while, but it's like for some reason I've been wanting to give her privacy. I don't know why. If y'all could see my screen messing up, stop messing up. Okay. I don't know why it does that. It's been doing that lately. And every time that it does it, some little shape comes up. But anywho, yeah, so I haven't, and every time it does it, it like distracts me. So next time I think I'm just gonna keep going. Yeah, so I haven't been really getting the energy to like read on her, but you know what? Today is the day. Today is the day. The reason is because lately I've been seeing them really trying to attack Beyonce. Um, but it's not sticking. Like the whole LGBTQ thing was like a whole attack. But it do be weird to me when celebrities start doing shows in Dubai. It make me wonder why. Every time I see a celebrity do a transaction with Dubai, I feel like they are in a situation where they just want to make some quick money. Some quick, easy money. So they just gonna do it or whatever. But so that kind of let me know some other things about what's going on with Beyonce. But I do feel like when I was listening to her last album, I feel like at some point Beyonce been on a spiritual journey. And on that spiritual journey, she learned some things and she has some knowledge of some things that people with money can get their hands on. So I feel like this knowledge really touched her, caused her to value other things in her life besides rewards, money, status. Because I felt like at some point she really had an issue with being attached to those things, but it wasn't one of her demons. It was a demon that was put on her to carry and perform for it. But I feel like she healed it, you know, or she really working on healing it. And I feel like she is rebelling right now. Like she's not making the music that they want her to make. Um, she's not listening. She stopped giving a fuck. And when it comes to celebrities right now, that's your best bet. But you know, the celebrities that could do that are celebrities that are in positions where they are comfortable. You know, they don't have to worry about money and stuff like that. But a lot of celebrities, they are broke. A lot of their money is not really their money. It's like borrowed money. So the homes, the cars is all like for show, you know. It's not really theirs. They don't really own anything. And I'm talking about the jury that they have, they don't have nothing. Like a lot of these celebrities don't own shit. They don't have land. They don't have assets. They don't have none of that. All that shit that they have, like all the cars in their driveway, belong to some Jewish man. It doesn't belong to them. The jewelry that they wear, some of them are, it's 10 years later and they still making payments on that shit. Um, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And they feel like because the mentality is like for people to buy into your music, they have to buy into the lifestyle. But see, the people that have longevity is the real artists, people that they really attach to the artistry. Like you have somebody like J. Cole who can dress, they could say that he dressed like a hobo. Um, Shit, me and J. Cole have that in common because I'm not into name brand clothes. I'm not even really into dressing up like that. Like, and I really do hate shopping. Like, honestly, I really, you know, I don't know. It just don't matter to me. I just don't care about it. I never did. I never did. I remember when I was in school, I tried to care about it. You know, in the beginning of the year, over the summer, you buy your school clothes and then you go to school and everything. Well, at some point, I will stop just trying to look good and just wear like a hoodie, jeans, sneakers, and my hair in a ponytail. And that was it. That was my style, and that's how I liked it. Mm, I don't care about clothes. I honestly don't. But sometimes I like to look good, you know, or whatever. But I mean, I shouldn't even call it look good. Sometimes I like to dress cute or something like that, you know. But a lot of times I'm just like, I just want to wear something chill and just be chill. Anyways, so what was my point? Oh, the lifestyle. So like, yeah, these celebrities, they're trying to keep up with the lifestyle because they think that's the only way that they're gonna gain fans. Now, some of them, they are correct, you know. I was watching something about, I think his name maybe was Little Peep or something. I don't know. And it was talking about how he don't have any real fans. You know, his whole fan base is based off of him gaining attention. Like it's not long lasting because his music doesn't touch people. It doesn't really hold on to people. So, but you have some people, they touch people, and that's why people follow them because they touch them. So you have somebody like J. Cole who rap about other things besides that shallow shit, and he's able to live a lifestyle where he could live modest and not be judged by it. But he manifested that because he wasn't afraid to step outside of the box, and people appreciated him for that. So a lot of these people, they would gain longevity in their success if they was to just be themselves and let go of the superficial stuff, you know? But it has to be genuine. But some of them are so lost. Like, hmm, you know what? I might want to change this from a Beyonce reading to a Kodak Black reading. Because, I get the most sickening feeling in my stomach when I come across Kodak Black. Like, I really feel like I'm looking at a corpse when I look at Kodak Black. Like, for real. That's what it feel like. Like, he is a real zombie. I'm talking about real zombie. Like, and then when you think about the name Kodak Black, I feel like he's something that was made in a laboratory. Nah, I'm gonna stick with the Beyonce, but one day I'm gonna touch on that. But Kodak Black is like like he like a robot for real. I mean, no, he a zombie. Like he like a literal walking dead. I feel like it's so bad with him that people around him be creeped out. I guarantee you, like behind the scenes, like underground, where he from? Florida, Miami, or some shit like that. Fort Lauderdale, wherever he from. I guarantee you that it's some type of supernatural whisperings about Kodak Black. Like people talking about it, like, yeah, man, people got stories about Kodak Black, yo. Like, yeah, man, I was at his crib, yo, and he was just standing in the corner. I'm talking about, man, for 6 hours straight. Then he just pissed on his leg. And then after that, he asked for some Doritos. Like, people got real crazy stories about Kodak Black. I ain't never heard them myself, but I'm hearing them in like the spiritual realm. I'm hearing them like, but every so often after I do a reading, somebody come along and be like, how do you know that, man? How you know that? They wanna, cause they know something. These be people that they know something from like behind the scenes or something like that. And every so often they would show up and be like, yo, how you know about that? Like they be really, I don't know, they be shook, mind blown or what. Sometimes like when I first started, people were speculating that I had access to people in the background. And I think that's why they was trying to hack my account at one point, because they wanted to see who I talk to. But I don't talk to no fucking body. Nobody will talk to me. Hmm. People do not talk to me because they scared. Some fucking cowards. So nah, I don't talk to nobody. But every so often, somebody will come along and be like, I am so shocked by what you said. Like, and then some, I don't get this no more, but I used to get people who come along like young Pharaoh baby mama. I don't forgot her name. I think it's Beauty. Um, I did a reading and then she left a comment saying something like, I know what it is. Like she's speculating. I still want you to answer my motherfucking question. What is you talking about? What you heard, huh? Like, can a motherfucker at least tell me what the fuck they heard? Like, that's why I can't stand y'all motherfuckers. That's why I don't have no respect for y'all because y'all be really coming to me and they be talking to me all crazy like they know some shit about me. Bitch, you don't know shit. You don't know a motherfucking thing. So don't even do it. And I mean, anyways, let's get into this reading. Hmm. Let's get to know Beyonce, like what type of person she is and whatnot. Yeah, let me know. Tell me about some prominent things about B. Mm, mm. All right, so um, Beyonce is a divine being. They knew that since she was a child. Yeah, I am hearing Oshun. Okay. Mm. Okay, so mm, it's something here though. It's something here. It's like a blockage. Um, Beyonce is really deep in spirituality, and she's a very private person. I mean, very private. So even when it comes to spiritually, she wanted to be really hard to read on her. Um, I just want to see what this notification said because I feel like it might be relevant. It's talking about tomorrow forecast. Tomorrow is a day of driving energy that should be directed to the field of business. 8. That's my numerology app. I feel like her energy since young, they knew that she was a divine being because her radar really went off when she was born. Um, some of us was like cloak, but they still knew who we was. But with her, for some reason, she was just more open. I'm hearing, but since young, her energy been redirected, harvested to make other people rich. Beyonce had made more money for other people than she had ever seen for herself. Like, and her money combined with Jay-Z, she is a billionaire, supposedly, right? Um, but I mean, that's not the truth. It's not the truth of the matter. Like she don't have $1 billion in the bank, but she do have a lot of money, but the money that she see in her bank account is only a fraction of the money that she made for like other people. And I'm saying that this is from young. I'm hearing something about urine. I mean, I feel like when she was a baby, they used to do something with her urine. Oh Lord. Um, I see if I could dig into that a little bit. I'm gonna try these cars just because they out. Soon I'm gonna get organized so I could just have my all my cards on the table and whatnot. Actually, I want to use these cards. Okay, so when I split the deck and this card was flipped over like this, so I turn around and you see the queen. But love and prosperity, those are really Oshun traits. I do feel like she is the embodiment of Oshun, and they knew that. They knew that when she came, when she was birthed into this world, they knew who she was. Mm. Here go another flipped over card. Talk about music. Let your intentions be known. And I guarantee you, if I was to do like research and stuff on Oshun, that it would have a strong connection with music, but not necessarily music, but performance. She has powerful energy when it comes to performance, and they knew that. That's why they worked so hard to put her into that position, but they didn't really have to work hard. They just made her believe that she had to work that hard, but it's because they wanted to keep her distracted so they could be able to control her. Um, they did a lot of tactics on Beyonce just to be able to control her. I'm randomly hearing that Jay-Z is a tactic. All right, so give me some insight with the urine, Medusa. Mm. Jealousy leads to downfall. So if you know about the story of Medusa, she was dead really dirty. Like she was blamed for some shit that she shouldn't been. I believe she was also raped by a god or something. The talisman, you are destined to succeed. The key, locked doors can now open. The shield, you are safe from harm. But these came out reverse. Oh, the spider. Be meticulous and patient. Um, I want to say like what they was doing with the urine, they was making some type of elixir. Oh, elixir or something. Other people will wear it, and they will wear it to attract Oshun like energy to them. I'm hearing that it's like taking Oshun honey. That's what I'm hearing. But it's the urine. They would, but when she was a baby, they would specifically do something with the urine. I'm talking about like saving her diapers and squeezing it out just to get the urine. They was also experimenting with it. They was experimenting to see if they could utilize her energy to create a celebrity that they have more control over because of Beyonce's spiritual ranking, she is hard to control. Like she is hard, and because of her spiritual ranking, she have to give permission. So that's why um they do the things that they do. That's why they use the tactics, because through the tactics they could get you to release your free will, and they could get you to denounce your name. They could get you to basically sell your soul. And selling your soul is just not, it's not just one quick transaction. Um it's repeated transactions. And at any point, if the being become aware, they could take back their energy, and that is something that they also try to prevent. So that's why they keep you traumatized. They also keep you busy. That's why they work celebrities so hard, because it makes them one track minded. Um, it keeps them distracted. So these celebrities will never have time to just self reflect and find themselves, go on a spiritual journey. They don't want the celebrity to be able to do that. So all Beyonce know is work. They've been working her since she was young. They've been distracting her since she was young. They did not want her to go to school, because they knew that if she would have like stayed in school or something, she was still gonna attract that attention. Um, because like she reigned over that. Something like that. She reigned over that energy. So with this talisman, they would actually wear something like that. And you see this little part in the middle, and they will have like either blood in it or urine of the person, of the energy. And this would help them to be able to either influence this person more easily. If she was to pay attention, she might have even seen some people with some shit like this on around her. And then the thing in the middle would have like some type of substance in it, but it would be her substance. This give them some type of control over her. And then what they tried to do is, like when she was younger, a baby, and they couldn't yet utilize her, they would take her urine and blood and stuff like that, and they would give it to other celebrities, but celebrities that they had control over. And this would be able to um, attract that energy to them. It's like they was able to like temporarily wear Beyonce energy. And when she was a baby, she couldn't really, even babies call back their energy, and they do it automatically at times, but they're not as conscious of it. You get what I'm saying? So it's inconsistent of when and how they could call back their energy. So they was just using it. Like they like to use every bit of your essence when you touch down in this realm. Like they know who we are, they know that. And they would, when you go to the doctor and they collect your urine and they collect your blood and stuff like that. And I'm not saying to be like afraid or whatever, because at this point, it's like too late. Like they already don't got enough of our blood and saliva and all that other shit to do what they was planning to do anyways. But a lot of times that shit don't even work, because how powerful our being is, and they having a hard time keeping us asleep. And what they are terrified of is us waking up. They are terrified of that, and they are really severely losing that battle right now, severely. And They scared. That's why if you do watch the news, I don't, but I hear about it. Um, if you pay attention, it's a desperation. It's a desperate energy. Like they desperate to get your attention. They desperate to get you low again. They desperate to put you in fear. They desperate to keep you asleep. So if you was to watch that movie, Cabin in the Woods, they actually talk about it. And the gods that they have buried up under the earth that they was trying to keep oppressed by feeding it hatred, is actually us. And you know, see, every time they try to like depict our energy and stuff like that, they try to make it seem like it's demonic or something, but it's not, you know, maybe to them because we are a threat to them or whatever, but in totality, no, we are not. And if they was in balance, which they not, their energy seem to be incapable of being in balance. Um, they and the reason why they are in balance is because they are in fear of not having control. They are in fear of losing control. So that's why they work so hard to keep us asleep because they don't want to let that go. And but they should just let us be. They always should have just let us be. But because of their but they also serve a purpose. Okay, I'm going down a whole different road. Let me try to like stay on track. Um I feel like I hear somebody like they wanted me to finish that, but some other time. Um Yeah, so these cars came out reverse, like the shield came out reverse because of what's going on right now. Um, and it came out with the key, and it came out with the talisman. And I told you what they were doing with the talisman. But you know, by them having access to Beyonce energy, they was trying to crack open something. I'm hearing that they was actually trying to get to something else. Mm. The mother. They was trying to get to the mother. This is my mug, y'all. Y'all can find it somewhere in the description. Okay, so all right, let's go back to the what type of person she is. And you know, I haven't listened to any Beyonce tarot readers. I don't listen to tarot readings about celebrities. I don't. I used to back in the day, like years ago, but not anymore because um I just don't. I just don't because even when I used to listen to it, they would be like on the surface with it. And a lot of tarot readers, like they be scared to speak on things because they would think that you know, if they go too deep, something's going to happen to them. So they be operating out of fear. So with them being in that energy alone, they're not gonna really be able to give you anything of like substance if they are in that energy. Um, and a lot of times they will pick up on the energy of the entity that, you know, whatever this shit is, where people go and get some type of spell work done to make it hard for you to read cards on them. It's some type of energetic attachment, and it's downloaded with like a certain type of programming to give you a story. So a lot of times readers will be picking up on that attachment, but not the actual person. And they're not to a place where they can actually realize that it's an attachment, um, or whatever. That's because people are real fucked up spiritually this in this day and time. Like, they really confused, and they they don't they just don't know. Anyways, let's get into it. I do feel like when she was younger, they did place an attachment on her. Okay, so I am hearing the Sasha Fierce thing. It's some deception around that though. It's some deception. I don't think that the Sasha Fierce was negative. You know, I think that was like her tapping into some type of divine energy, you know, but there was some type of programming put out to negatively impact that energy. See, when Beyonce started to say that she was embodying Sasha Fierce, I believe she was talking about an aspect of her higher self. And then when people started to demonize that because they went through a whole Illuminati ritual saying that, oh, Beyonce is being possessed by this Sasha Fierce energy and it's demonic, they started to label it. I think that that made her denounce Sasha Fierce. And I don't think she should have did that. Like she denounced it to the world, but I think a part of her didn't denounce it to herself. But because she started to denounce it in general, she started to lose that. And I feel like a part of that made her lose some of her creativity, some of her passion about performing. Um, which I feel like is ordained because by her losing it, she started to appreciate it more and she started to search for it in a different way. That's why she even went on a spiritual journey because I felt like at some point she wasn't enjoying performing. She was feeling like a slave. And I feel like she was about to lose her mind. She was about to lose her mind. So she I'm hearing got pregnant. She got pregnant. Okay, she got pregnant and she had a Capricorn. Okay, it's something about Capricorns, man. Like, it's something about that. Like, when a Capricorn is born, a Capricorn is born out of a certain type of energy. Um, I feel like Capricorns are born out of a restrictive like energy. Like, you would give birth to a Capricorn when you refuse to accept change, when you refuse to let go, when you refuse to acknowledge something, you would give birth to a Capricorn. Now, I'm not saying that the child is automatically karmic or something like that. It's just like a representation of something. And I think all zodiac signs carry that energy. Me giving birth to a Gemini, I felt like uh it taught me something about duality and about expressing myself. It also taught me something about seeing different sides of myself, but it was mostly around expression. So I felt like, that's why I gave birth to a Gemini to awaken that part of me. But I feel like when you give birth to a Capricorn, it's some type of wake up call. Like, I feel like when people have birth with a Capricorn, it could feel like a tower moment. Like, even if they enjoyed it or whatever, it's like something that really shook them to their core because it changed their lives in some type of drastic way. Like, it really shifted something quickly and dramatically. And sometimes, a lot of times in a negative way, like, um, I feel like Capricorns can be born out of a very stubborn situation. And I feel like at the time that she got pregnant with that Capricorn, uh, Beyonce was very unhappy. Like, but she couldn't really pinpoint where and what that unhappiness was about. She just felt tired. She felt lonely. She felt like she wasn't understood. And I feel like she needed a reason without feeling guilty to take a break. And she got pregnant. And that gave her reason to sit her ass down and to actually face her demons. Because before that, she was afraid to. Because she has so many built-in programming and mentalities around um taking a break. Like, really, she really is a workaholic. Um, but she was trained to be like that. And I think her mom is a Capricorn and maybe even her dad. Not sure about her dad. Okay, so these cards came out, and for some reason, I automatically split them in two different parts. So, and I did that without even thinking. But when I'm looking at these cards, I really feel like it's pointing at her relationship with Jay-Z. Romantic charm and potential for power. It is accurate to say that um them getting into a relationship together was a power mood, but I do feel like they got along with each other, like had really good conversations. And I also felt like she felt like her and Jay-Z was like on the same page, like they wanted the same things or whatever. And Beyonce was more open in a relationship than you think. She cared about mm, it giving me the vibe like she felt like she couldn't make him be faithful. So she was just like, don't be sloppy with it. Like, make sure that they don't get into the tabloids. Like, don't be having any illegitimate kids. Like, just don't embarrass me. Something like that. And I feel like for a while, now I do feel like Jay-Z was attached to Beyonce. Like he felt like she was valuable. Um, he at first kind of put her on a pedestal, but at some point it became like a ego conflict within him because hmm, it wasn't that he didn't want Beyonce to become bigger than him. He just wanted to be tied to it. Like he wanted to be able to have some type of ownership of it. It almost like he looked at Beyonce like a piece of art and the art is going to appreciate over time, like the value is going to go up over time. He kind of look at her like that, but he look at her like I have ownership of that piece of art, you know? So, and that makes him feel wealthy. So, him having Beyonce make him feel wealthy because he feel like he has a viable, viable, um, what's the word? Prosection? No, possession. Yeah, okay. Um, But Jay-Z is a part of something, some type of brotherhood I'm hearing. It's some type of all man club. He a part of it. I'm hearing brethren. I'm hearing David. I'm hearing Star of David. He looks so out of place because it's not a lot of black people in this group, but he's in it. And it makes him feel special, but he's not understanding that he being used, he being energetically sucked dry. That's why they let him in. And for some reason, I feel like Beyonce know this, but she feel like she can't convince him, like, because he really devoted to it. Because Jay-Z is really attached to materialism and being wealthy and stuff like that. He has a major fear around losing wealth. Um, so she feel like she can't convince him that, cause she knows some things, like she knows some real shit too. And I think that he know too, because but he have a different perception. Like he kind of feeling like, well, I don't care if they use a little bit of my energy as long as they giving me what I want. But Beyonce is looking at it from a standpoint that how can you continue to let them use your energy like that or something like that? Now that you know, now that you're aware, how can you continue to do that? To put yourself in that position. And I think that made her like unattracted to him. Using humor to wound rather than liberate, denial of your emotional truth. Yeah, I think she started to look at him like he a clown. Like, you a damn fool to keep putting yourself in that position, because her waking up to her divinity is waking up this need to protect it. And he not on the same page. So I feel like that caused her to disconnect from him. So right now, they are pretty disconnected from each other. Okay, let's get a little bit more. All right, what's the relationship between Jay-Z, Beyonce? What's the relationship, Jay-Z, Beyonce? Guess that one to come out over. I'm telling you. So the first card that came out is the trash card. It came out reversed though, because I feel like they might be living under some type of dumbass code, like, oh, we're gonna wait until the kids get older before we divorce, or something like that. Something that there's some hesitancy to completely throw the relationship away, but there is a urge, there is a need. Yeah, and I feel like it really it's bringing out Beyonce's shadow side. I don't think she's gonna be able to handle it for too much longer. I think that she getting to the point that she just felt like it's best if They just break up. They just live separately. She is in her head about it because throughout their relationship, she have gave Jay-Z like a lot of control over her assets. And I think that right now she trying to figure that out. I don't know. With this card though, I'm kind of feeling like they could have secretly getting a divorce or starting to talk about it, starting to get prepared for it. Yeah, I'm feeling like for real, I'm feeling like they talking about it. Are they getting it ready? Are they trying to separate things? But this came out reverse as well. So there's like an offer on the table. And I feel like Beyonce maybe feel like she deserved more. Um, or she deserved better or something like that. I don't know. I just feel like a legal battle with Jay-Z um is going to be complicated. So she trying to work that out. She trying to figure that out right now. But to be real, she really thinking about letting him have like everything. Like she really thinking about doing whatever she have to do to cut ties with him. And she know that he greedy. She know that he operate through greed. So she thinking about just giving him what he care about because she felt like she could rebuild on her own. She even thinking like, I don't even care if I have to like downsize. I don't care. Um, and how she feeling about Jay-Z? I want to tell them how deeply I feel about them. I feel like it's somebody else. And it's not necessarily like a secret. I don't feel like it is. Not in their marriage. Um, it came out sideways. I'm afraid that they will reject me, so I'm hesitant to show them how deeply I feel. So I feel like they had something like an open marriage or something like that. But Beyonce found somebody that she fell in love with. And, maybe she telling like Jay-Z, like it's kind of like not that serious. Like, you know what it is. It's just my boy toy or something like that. But nah, it's deeper than that. Yeah. I feel good about my actions and take accountability when necessary. I believe in good karma. I will make things right. Justice. So she don't feel bad about it. Like she don't feel bad about she don't want it. Okay. I'm even starting to feel like she getting to a point that she don't even care if the public know, but she kind of don't want the public to know because she feel like people won't understand. Like if her relationship dynamic, like where her husband was to come out, people gonna have like a whole bunch of judgment of it. But Beyonce is getting to the point that she don't give a fuck what people think because she want to be free, she want to be happy. Um, but I feel like she already working on damage control in case this become like a big thing. Um, I'm thinking that she should just be authentic because I feel like if she's authentic, people might not understand immediately, but they will like overstand better over time, especially if she like put it in her music, um, stuff like that. So I also have the card with I'm focusing on my goals. So Beyonce kind of um see, I'm thinking that she did that show in Dubai because right now they trying to like separate money. And I feel like right now she trying to make just her own money, money that only she control. And I feel like that what that whole show in Dubai was about. Like that's money that she don't have to share. That's money that is protected. That's money that she could sit on for a little while. Um, so I feel like that's why. So Beyonce, that's why she, yeah, she trying to work things out where she could be like straight on her own. Now I know that for some people listening to this, they don't understand how rich people can also be broke. Okay, because they they live paycheck to paycheck like we do, but their bills are just much higher. So and there's a lot of systems in place that encourages celebrities to not really own things, to only like rent out things and stuff like that. So hold on, y'all, I need more water and I need to use the restroom. I got cold. All right, let's continue. So I wrote down rich people broke. Okay, so I was talking about, excuse me. Yeah, so yeah. I don't know what I was talking about. Let me see if I could tap back in. Yeah, so I just feel like right now she working on um getting herself in a position where she want to be, where she could be more independent because she not as independent as people might think that she is because a lot of her dealings are tied into Jay-Z and she trying to separate that. But it's a lot of stuff. She just thinking about letting him have it. Just let him have it. This is well, my hands be getting dry. So and I scented that with floral scents, lilac and violet. So it's sunflower oil and coconut oil. She's still feeling very guarded, like she not ready to acknowledge everything. She want to be very secretive about everything that is going on. All right, give me some more on that card. It's something she wants to keep very private, and I think it has to do with this a different relationship, about like how she feel about it, about her plans. I think that she might even be private with the actual person. Like she not, oh, bitch. I motherfucking knew it, bitch. I motherfucking knew it. I motherfucking knew it, bitch. See, Beyonce on went out here and found her twin flame, bitch. Yes, she did. Beyonce on went out here and find her twin flame. I motherfucking knew it. When I listened to that Renaissance album, I motherfucking knew it. I just knew it. She in love like she ain't never been before. She and this is causing some drastic changes in her. Like, y'all just don't know. Beyonce is very stubborn. She don't like to let shit go. I wonder what her hands look like. Like, she might not have this gap right here. It might be close together like this. I don't know where my phone at, but I was gonna look it up because I really want to see her poems. Um, but she keeping it real low key. Like, she keeping it low key. Well, I guess I'm blowing up the spot, but like she keeping it low key to the world, not necessarily behind the scenes, because I feel like Jay-Z already know about this, but I don't think that he know how deep it is, you know? And I don't think that she care that he knows at this point, but it's kind of like she don't want to talk to him about it. She don't want to talk how deeply she feel, cuz oh, okay, I get it. She's protecting this relationship. She protecting it. Yeah, okay, let's see what's going on over here. Mm. The virgin and the prostitute card came out together. With the Femme Fatale card. Ain't that something, huh? Highlights the erotic energy of a feminine, opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. Highlights the erotic energy of the feminine. Opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. um Beyonce is going through a transition. I mean, she came into this twin flame energy, and yeah. She like a changed person now. She changed, child. I think this a spiritual motherfucker too. I think this a spiritual motherfucker. Yeah, y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know. Oh, child, this shit right here on change her ass. So, right now, Beyonce getting to know herself again. She getting to know who she truly is. She going through a deep spiritual awakening. Um, it's just that with this twin flame energy that it give you like these kundalini awakenings and stuff like that. And yeah, that do change you. That do change you. So yeah. It's weird. It's weird energy because um I feel like it gets you prepared for Ewing. It gets you prepared for it. But it gets you prepared for like a divine Ewing. You know what I'm saying? Like it helping you to purge out anything that would get in the way for this energy to just flow. Fear of intimate Ewing. Places material consideration and security above self empowerment. Okay, so yeah, I'm getting it because these cards came out reversed, but this one came out upright. And I feel like, before she came across this twin flame energy right here that fucked her up in a good way. Um she had like a lot of fears, I felt like for one, she was fearful of trusting anybody because, she Beyonce, she afraid that people is going to try to use her, manipulate her and stuff like that. Because I don't know, for some reason, I feel like this person is kind of like regular. Um, like I don't think that he has like the same status as she has. So it made her like afraid to trust it. Because I feel like in Beyonce mind, she felt like the only way she would leave Jay-Z if she find better, as in somebody who like have more money, have more status, and I think she cared about like them being like a good person and treating her right, but her mindset was on like, she can't date somebody that made less money than her, or she felt like that. And I think that this Ewan challenge, it challenged that, because I'm kind of feel like this person is regular, but I feel like they're spiritual. So it changed her perception. Like she went to placing material considerations above self empowerment. be in fear of intimate union because Beyonce also had a fear around sex. I believe the fear is connected to being judged. She didn't want to be judged sexually. So she was protective of her sexual energy in that way. Like she real secretive and she do have a fear of stuff getting out. So it make her it prevent her from having fun for letting herself go to being in the moment. It prevent her from doing that. The only way that she feel comfortable doing that if people sign NDAs, if the scene is really controlled by her security, people that she trusts and stuff like that. So um and even then she very reserved, but she don't want to be. She want to be free, you know? And I feel like she came across somebody that she could be free with, and that kind of changed her perception of how she see things and her values, what she felt like was important, um how she selected the people that she trusts, because there was a time that Beyonce felt like she could only trust other rich people, other famous people, because she felt like they could only understand her. Just for her to feel lonely for some reason. Um, I'm thinking of that white girl, Gleneth. I don't know her well, but she popping up in my head. I feel like her and Beyonce don't get along anymore. Or maybe she was even betrayed by this girl. I don't know. It's something with that. But right now, Beyonce is changing. She turning into a new person. She getting in tune with her divinity, and she's starting to rearrange her life. So soon, who y'all see, well, she really quiet right now, but when she do really step out, like especially if she step out with this energy right here, she gonna be a different person. So, but that's in the future. In her mind, that's gonna be a minute from now in her mind. But I feel like Destiny has a different plan. All right, let's get more into this energy, and then what I'm gonna do is do a part two like tomorrow because I'm starting to get sleepy. Cut the debt on done. Think that her and Jay-Z is done, to be honest. Even if they taking photos together, even if they taking photos and they all lovey-dovey and all that other shit, like that's just like not real. I am hearing that she love him. She do. Um, I can't say that he love her. It's kind of like He see her as valuable. Yeah, he do. But nah, see, it's hard to say. It's complicated. I feel like Jay-Z don't understand what love is. He has a distorted view of love. He don't really understand it at the purest form of what it is. Um, and I feel like Jay-Z have many other loves, like outside of human companionship. Like I feel like he loved money more than he loved Beyonce. Like his dedication, devotion, his intimacy with money is deeper than what he had with a woman. So, because even the way that he think about money, he feel like he can't live without it. He feels so deeply romantic when it comes to money. Like, mm, shit, I think that he could even cry about it sometimes, his love for money. Like for real. His connection with money is very deep. It's very deep. So give me more about this twin flame relationship. I think that they in separation. But look at this though. Look at this shit right here. Look at this shit. Look at this shit right here, yo. It all came out reverse though. Except for the escapade card. So, you know, they have met before, many times. I was seeing this before. I was actually seeing them like in a desert or something. I'm thinking like somewhere in Africa. I don't think that this person is African. I don't think that, but I felt like they came across on the spiritual path. I think that Beyonce was taking some type of trip, vacation or something, and she ran into this person. Um, but I just felt like it was in some type of spiritual setting. Like Beyonce was going somewhere to get some type of spiritual work done, and this person was there. That's the vibe that I'm getting. So with this come together card being reversed, I'm feeling like right now they are in separation. And I feel like um it's really intense too. Like she working on getting back to this person because she want to be with them. She don't just want to be with them. She want to like start a family with them and everything. Like her whole perception is changing, you know, like for real. Um, I I think I heard Beyonce say that she couldn't have kids again. Um, because her last pregnancy really, but I'm getting a vibe that this person, like, man, they don't give a fuck. Like they will raise Beyonce kids. like their own. The love is real, is genuine. Like, and I feel like that's what really making Beyonce change, because she was really, really, really stuck in her ways. Because she didn't feel like there was a reason to change, you know. But right now she just trying to focus. She trying to focus on first getting everything together, like ending the relationship, separating the money, separating the business. And the reason is because she is concerned about protection. And it's not spiritual, like she not afraid that Jay-Z is going to try to destroy the connection. She more concerned about the media, her fans, um, other people. Yeah, that's what she afraid of. Okay, she thinking about it like this. Um, she realized how much she loved this person. Like she really loved this person. And she afraid that because this person is like regular, normal and stuff like that, she afraid that her lifestyle would be too much for them and that they will feel like they couldn't be in a relationship with her. Like she afraid of things like that. Um, that the public will ruin her relationship, her connection. Cause she know how brutal it could be. Like she afraid of people getting to him, bribing him to turn on her. She afraid that um that's mostly it. Like she afraid of him being tainted in some type of way, their love being tainted. Um, but I don't think that she should be afraid. It's something about this connection that is solid. And it's not just her changing, the other person is changing as well. And I think that the separation is divinely orchestrated. I think that it's supposed to be that way, but me being a reader on the outside looking in, I could see how it's divinely orchestrated. But when you are the character, when you are in the midst of it, it's hard for you to see that. All you could really see is that, there's a connection. It feels strong, but you can't um see like the big picture as clearly as maybe other people on the outside. Um just because when you in it, you are so emotionally invested and attached that it kind of cloud the vision. And even that is divinely orchestrated because you having a clouded vision is going to make you search, and that's like the whole point. So you supposed to um find your way out, because by finding your way out you're going to discover your divine purpose. So, and that's what's happening between her and this other person. with this love card coming out reverse, I'm feeling like she trying to repress it. Um, but I'm feeling like she trying to repress it because she don't want to be disappointed. She don't want to feel too hurt if something was to go wrong or if things don't work out how she wanted to work out. Okay, tell me about her twin flame. Tell me about her twin flame. Mm. Surrendering your power of choice to the divine with complete trust. Okay, so yeah, I was picking up on this energy earlier that motherfucker, he devoted. I feel like they all been intimate before. They spent time together and he is hooked. And he not just hooked because she Beyonce. That dude be blowing his mind, but he hooked on the connection because when they talk, when they interact, it's so deep that he feel like he a slave to it. He can't go nowhere. He don't want nobody else. This is all he want. He feeling kind of obsessive about it. And his thoughts, though, his thoughts are so adorable. Like he really want to care for her. He want to show her that he's not trying to use her because he don't want to. Um, I'm getting a scene from Their Eyes Were Watching God. That movie is on YouTube. There's a scene in it where she was with TK and he was like, he didn't have as much money as her, but he was like, I'm gonna take care of us. My money is your money. We're not gonna even spend your money. Just gonna, I'm just gonna take care of us, even though I'm broke as fuck. So they travel and they live broke as fuck, but they was happy together. So it's kind of like that type of energy. I'm not saying that he broke because I think that he do have some type of money, but I don't think that he make as much money as her. But he thinking like, yo, I want to take care of you. I want to look after you. Um, but I'm also getting the energy that he don't really feel insecure about not making as much money as her. He has spiritual wisdom, this person. Yeah. This person is giving me like hippie like energy. They very spiritual. They very artistic. The lights in the arts without having to be a professional. See, that's another thing. He's ooh 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 ooh. Mm, mm, mm. This motherfucker right here. I'm talking about he on turn Beyonce ass the fuck out, okay? Cause this is one of those like true artists or whatever. Like he really in love with his art. And to the point that he will not sell himself out. He has a deeper connection to his art. And Beyonce is learning how to be like that. Um The lights in the arts without having to be a professional alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. So he's very talented, but I don't think that he's as big as her because he wasn't willing to sell his soul. But he's very talented in like multiple things. And I think that at some point they might even work together, maybe on some music or something like that. And that shit gonna be bomb. Makes you aware that someone or something is draining your light force. And you see how everything came out in light attribute so far? He's very spiritual, like very sensitive to energy. So he was able to put her on game on how to, nah, just like he's very intellectual as well. This motherfucker intelligent. So when they have conversations, he awakens her. He make her look. He make her see everything came out in light attribute so far. He make her see um the shadows around her. He be putting her on spiritual game. Like he be doing that. He also know who she is. He know about that Oshun energy. The feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. Damn, bruh. He bringing out a side of her that is very sensual, but is divine. Yo, when Beyonce let herself be consumed by this energy, whatever music and shit that she gonna come out with is gonna be so motherfucking good. Like I feel like we already getting a taste of it with the Renaissance album. Like we getting a taste of it, but it's more. It's more in it. He teaching her how to connect to infinite creative energy. He teaching her how to balance her energy, how to not give away so much that she is drained. He teaching her how to take better care of herself. He really want to look after her. He in love. Ability to give creative energy, a practical expression, talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. So also with him, Um, so this came out kind of sideways, so I'm looking at the shadow as well, and I feel like Beyonce had an issue with um deeply connecting to her emotions. Beyonce could be very like analytical and mental sometimes, to her own detriment, and sometimes she won't allow herself to fully feel an emotion. She won't let the emotion come to completion because she would instantly start to repress things. And she will eventually release it, maybe like in music. I'm hearing sets, I'm hearing, ain't gonna mention. But but nah, she hold on to it too long before she get to that point. Like she could hold on for it months before she get to the studio and then she release it. But it's still, by the time she release it, the energy is not, the energy is static. Um so it kept making her sick in some type of way. I'm not sure what. I feel like it's mental. Like Beyonce might have been diagnosed with some type of mental disorder before, maybe bipolar, um, personality disorder, something like that, anxiety, depression, shit like that. So the energy was manifesting into mental distress. And this, just by her being in this person energy, healed her. It healed her. Mm. All right, so get one more. Acting innocent or angelic to mislead others, falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance, result into violence in the name of a cause. Okay, so these came out in shadow. I'm glad to see some shadow aspects of this person because you know we all have shadow aspects. Um, I feel like his shadow aspect is I think that this person do wear their heart on their sleeves. And I think that what he been learning from Beyonce is to have some type of restraint. Cause this person could have had like went to jail before, fighting for a cause or something like that. They could have went to jail for protesting or something like that. Or some type of crime or passion. Like, yeah, I feel like this person, when they fall in love, they could get really wrapped up in it and they could become like that type of okay, he like that type of dude. He get with a girl and you know, he treat this girl like she like a queen or whatever, like because when he fall in love, like this person fall in love with their whole heart. So they fall deeply in love, okay? And let's say that this person start acting funny, this person cheat on them or something like that. This person might cause a motherfucking scene. Like now they at your house causing a scene because you broke their heart. And you not answering the motherfucking phone, and they just want to tell you how the fuck they feeling. They got to get this shit off their chest. So this person is like that. And a lot of divine people are like this. Yeah, we be loving way too hard. So, yeah. But with this card right here, I feel like this is more of a projection. Like, I feel like this person, her twin, might have repressed his spiritual side for a while because he felt like nobody understood it. Um, I'm also hearing that at some point he even dismissed it. Like maybe he just crazy or maybe something. Like I felt like this person at some point maybe suffer from imposter syndrome or something like that. But I feel like they just really have a big heart. And okay, so a lot of divine beings struggle with this. And the reason is because when we first get into spirituality, we like working a muscle that we not used to working, and we learning about it. And like when I first started doing tarot readings, sometimes uh my reading might not be 100% accurate, and that would make me feel some type of way. Um and it's because of our perception of spirituality. Because as I continue to go along, which I'm glad I did, because I could have had got so discouraged that I just stopped. I understood that even the times that I wasn't 100% accurate, I was still accurate in a sense, because energy is more complex than just black and white. So, and sometimes I was misled because it was meant to be like that. Like either that information is not supposed to be out, um, or maybe something else, but everything is perfect in a sense. But while you learning to trust your intuition, you could be very hard on yourself, critical of yourself, because you as a divine being, you don't want to mislead people. You don't want people to feel misled by you. Um, like your whole purpose is to help. And I just feel like divine beings go through a period while they are learning themselves and learning energy and learning other people, that they kind of like lose faith in themselves and doubt themselves. And I feel like this person that she dealing with dealt with that. But I feel like now they getting to the point where they trust their intuition, they trust the guidance that they give people, they trust their spiritual side. And I feel like Beyonce helped him to trust it by his interaction with her. I need more water. Damn. Okay, so in part two, I'm gonna do a part two. I'm gonna look into Jay-Z and Beyonce relationship and how Jay feel about this twin. All right. So that's how we're gonna start part two, but I'm gonna go ahead and end this part here. Stay blessed, y'all. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Okay. Thank you. Stay blessed.